What's up guys, welcome to another video blog. Today I'm going to be showing you my second pair of barefoot shoes. Now before we start, I wanted to mention that I've been only using these barefoot shoes for 2 weeks, and it's the Merrell Vapor Glove. They're very comfy, they're very nice. That's why I decided to go and get another pair from a different brand. Here's the unboxing of the Vivobarefoot shoes, and this is what they sent me. These are going to be the Vivobarefoot Primus Lite in white. I chose that color because I like it. I know they're going to get dirty, but they're still nice. They also send you insoles separately in case you don't feel comfortable, I guess, or in case you're walking on pavement so you have more protection on your feet. Now it's time to see how they fit, and I was curious to know about how they fit in comparison to the Merrell, and they are as big as the Merrell ones, so you feel a little bit of space in the front. But my first impression is that I like them. They are comfortable. They definitely feel more flat than the Merrell. The Merrell ones, they have more traction on the sole, but they are really cool and they are really bright too. One thing that I was concerned is about the size of the shoes, because as the Merrell, when I got them, I noticed that they are a little bit bigger, but they do this on purpose, just because they want you to have a ton of space between the shoe and your toes. This is because eventually when you get used to this, they say that your feet start to grow to a more natural shape and size.
Through history, people have worn shoes that deform their feet, and we only have to think about the Chinese lotus shoe. These feet were put in a shoe that was 6 to 7 centimeters long. When you're 6-7 years old, you can still break the arch of your foot. It's like a plastic structure and you can mold it in the shape you want. Now we don't have to go back that far. If we look now in the shopping windows, we see a lot of shoes that do the same thing, but in a less extreme way.
So we took this really great purpose, protection, and then we turned it into something else. We turned it into fashion, we turned it into correction, we turned it into a lifestyle.
Most modern shoes are rigid, pretty heavy, do not follow the shape of your own foot. Well, you don't really have a good feeling with the surface you're walking on.
When you look at shod populations, people who have worn traditional shoes for years, you start to see a change in shape of their foot. You see a rigidity and a restriction in the natural movement. Most of the injuries I see in my office, including plantar fasciitis, stress fractures, Achilles tendonitis, I attribute to a disconnect that is created between the body and the ground, and I associate that with modern footwear.
And maybe that's why I wanted to get a second pair, because I want to get the full benefits of using barefoot shoes. So these probably are going to be using them on a daily basis and for training every now and then. These shoes are meant to be for training, so I decided to test them and see how they feel, because I'm going to be using them for my calisthenics training. So here I'm doing some mobility movements, also some jump squats, explosive movements. And one thing that I noticed is that when you walk or when you do the explosive movements is that they're a little bit noisy, so you can definitely hear them when you make contact with the ground. And other than that, they are flexible, they are comfortable, they are light, and also I like the concept of the barefoot shoe, that they try to imitate the natural movement of the foot while giving you some kind of protection.
When you put your foot in a cushioned shoe, it's the same as putting your butt in a cushioned sofa. What you're doing is allowing everything to relax and get soft and deactivate.
I think one of the causes of weak feet is the chronic support that we have from modern footwear.
A carbon fiber plate, springs in the heel, air within the heel, are trying to mimic a very intelligent system that we already naturally have.
So what we end up with is this cocoon, this sarcophagus that encompasses your foot and strips away all the natural movement that's there for a reason.
Well, I think in today's world, fashion is first before performance.
Fantastic.
Is it going to sell? Is it have that right look or appeal?
The more established mainstream sports brands came at a time when it wasn't cool to wear sportswear. So they had to become storytellers and attach their shoes to icons in order to get people into the footwear.
The advances in technology and all of that has simply interfered rather than helped the foot.
So you're buying technology and shoes to correct for problems caused by the shoe itself.
So do our feet need support? Or is it time we learn to let our feet support us?
Another feature of the Vivobarefoot shoe is that they have 3mm sole. This is how thick they are. And online mesh upper. If I put my hand inside, I can even see through. This is how thin they are. And the last thing, they're very flexible. I wanted to see how light they are, so I wanted to compare the Primus Lite versus the Merrell Vapor Glove. And surprisingly, they are a little bit heavier than the Merrell Vapor Glove. This weighs 6.5 ounces and the Merrell 5.8 ounces. So there you have it, guys. This is the review for the Vivobarefoot shoes Primus Lite. I hope you like this video. Please like it and also subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be uploading the updates on these shoes after wearing them for a while, so that will be interesting. And see you next video.